shots. You feel like you guys had a pretty good game plan coming in and executed well?
Yeah, I think our coaches always have a really good game plan, and you got to give so much credit to LSU. What they did was tremendous. I mean, they put up 102 points. We tried to change defenses. We tried a lot of different things, and one of their players off the bench comes in and makes a lot of tough threes on us in the first half, and they banked in a few threes, but sometimes you just have to live with that and give the other team credit. But we have a lot to be proud of still.
We saw that embrace between you and Monica and down here after the game. What did you guys say to each other in that moment?
I think just appreciating our time together, and I love her like no other. She's one of my best friends, and it stinks that we don't get more time together. But I'm really glad we use the maximum amount of games to spend it with each other. And I told her, I would be nothing if it wasn't for you. You make me look really, really good. It's important to have a really good post and point guard combination that work well together, have great chemistry, and that's exactly what we have. So I'm just gonna reflect back and appreciate everything we've been able to accomplish together.
What will you remember from this team?
I think more than the wins and losses, it's just all the moments in between. This is a confident group of girls, and if you have a young daughter or a young son, this is the type of team you want them to emulate and look up to, because this group is tremendous people, and I truly mean that. We win basketball games because we're a team. We win basketball games because we have confidence in one another. We're not always the most skilled. We're not always the fastest, the strongest. But being a team can take you really, really far, and that's what I'm going to remember.
Just give you fuel for the fire for the future?
Absolutely. I'm lucky enough that this is my last time wearing an Iowa uniform, but I think I just appreciate what we did here, and appreciate everything we've been able to accomplish this season. But I feel like the sky's still the limit for myself and this program, and it excites me that we've been able to build this and accomplish something like this, and I think it just shows everybody in our program, we can do really tremendous things.
Caitlin, what does this mean for the future of women's basketball?
I was, taken back a little bit when we entered. I don't know if you guys were out there, but the amount of people out there, especially in black and gold, was pretty incredible. To me, that means way more than winning a basketball game, is the legacy these girls are leaving and the amount of joy we're giving to people and in their lives. We've been able to bring a lot of joy to people that are going through hard things, maybe battling sickness, battling other things that is a lot bigger than a basketball game, and that's what's more important to me. And inspiring young individuals that believe that they can be in moments like these when they're older. I was just that little girl that wanted to be on this stage, and it would have been nice to have confetti falling down, but I still have a lot more to be proud of and accomplish some really good things. So and I'm just grateful.
How blown away have you been by the Iowa fans this postseason, from Minneapolis to Seattle to Dallas, traveling, and just all the huge numbers of these games?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily have been blown away because I know how incredible they are. I think more than anything, I'm just thankful that they spend their time, their money, resources to come and support a team that loves playing basketball and playing for one another. But I think they just love the product, and they can see the joy and the fun that we have with one another. And but more than anything, I'm so grateful. I think we've made so many people turn into women's basketball fans, and to me that makes me really happy. And I think they can see how much fun these next few years are going to be for this program and the rest of the time Coach Bluter's at Iowa and what she's been able to build. So I'm just grateful and thankful, seriously, to every single Hawkeye fan that was here today, from near or far. I know it takes time and money to come to events like these, and it means a lot to us, and we wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for them.
What was going through your mind as the team gathered out in front of the LSU bench, just kind of for that final huddle? What did Lisa say, and then what was going through your mind as you walked up?
I think just, we always say together, because that's what we always want to be, is a team that's together and plays for one another, and just wave to our fans that came and traveled all this way. And win or loss, we always, break it down together, and I was just trying to enjoy every single second, especially with, Mon and McKenna, two people that I've started 93 games with. It hasn't sunk in that I'll never get to play with them ever again, but just relishing every second that we had out there.
You guys were down big, 12-0 run in the third quarter. Two questions: what was the halftime speech, or how did you guys kind of pick it back up? And also, at that moment, what was the belief like in you guys that you could come back?
Obviously, we could have decided to go one of two ways in the locker room, and I think that just speaks to this team. Is nobody was complaining, nobody was pouting. It was just a constant belief about what we could do. I think everybody understands what our offense is and what it can be, and We just knew we got to get one stop at a time and go get a score. And I think that showed a lot of fight, a lot of mental toughness when we came out there in the third quarter and, cut it to, I think, 7 points. And obviously couldn't quite get over the hump, but, I think it showed, who we are and what we're about. And we were never going to give up.
Having everyone in foul trouble, how much did that impact the way you played the game? Did you have to kind of dial it back a little bit on defense yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't be as aggressive. And, I'm just bummed for McKenna and Monica that both have to end their career on the bench. And that's not something I really, thought they deserved. And I think there was 37 fouls called tonight, which is, a lot. And I think it's a tournament record for how many fouls were called. So, they're calling it tight both ways. And sometimes that can be really hard to adjust to, especially, coming off a game that was super, super physical. But, it is what it is. And I thought, the people that came in and played really hard. Sometimes it's hard to come in off the bench and, give minutes when you haven't been getting them. So I'm just proud of our group. We never complained. We never hung our head. It was just a constant belief that we could get back in the game.
The action that led to the tech, were you even thinking about it? Was it frustration? Were you shocked that it was?
Yeah, I was surprised it was called a technical just for, I didn't say anything. It was just for throwing the ball under the basket, rolling it under the basket where the ref would have been to, throw it into the free throw. But, I'm not the ref. That's what she called. It is what it is. And obviously I'm not going to go back in time and change it. It's not really what I care about at this point in time.
You got really emotional up at the press conference. Is that uncommon for you to have those kind of tears? I know when you were little, maybe different kind of tears. But.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge emotional person. I think, like the question you asked or whoever asked it, I think it was somebody else actually, just being able to understand my impact and what I've been able to do for the state of Iowa. I probably will never be able to understand what I've been able to do and what this team's been able to do. But I'm just so grateful. Like, it's so special, seriously. And, I can't wait to get back home and to the state of Iowa and to celebrate everything that we did, because we did a lot of amazing things and there's still so much to be celebrated. But, I can't comprehend how much joy and, inspiring people to do whatever they dream. And that, to me, that's what means so much, for real. And I'm just grateful that I've had the platform to be able to do that.
Caitlin, how much do you think this season has redefined what people see and think when they see Iowa women's basketball, and that you guys belong in this upper echelon of the sport?
Yeah, I think, it shows what Coach Bluter's built, and there's been a lot of amazing people to come before me. Megan Gustafson, Sam Logic, people have built a platform for me and this team to thrive on. It's not like we just built this program from the ground up. Coach Bluter's been doing this for quite some time, and she deserved this more than anybody, and I'm just so grateful that she believed in me so much to lead this team and, hand the team over to me to help us get to this point. So, I think it just shows, you can always bet on yourself, take a chance on yourself, and once you get a lot of people around you that have the same goal as you, you're going to accomplish really awesome things.
When Monica fouled out, you went over to her and gave her a hug. Did you say anything to her in that moment, or why did you walk over?
Just that I love her so much, and I'm so proud of everything that she's been able to do. But also, there was still 6 minutes left in the game, so I didn't want to start crying or anything. But I just wanted to appreciate everything Monica's done for this program, because it's been tremendous, and she hasn't always been one to get all the credit that she deserves. I think she's very underrated. She's done tremendous things, but more than anything, she's been a tremendous friend to me, and always had my back, whether it's on the court, off the court, and that's what means the most to me.